Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jasmine and I am a lifestyle and beauty content creator on Instagram, TikTok, and right here on YouTube. And since my last fragrance haul video, I have received so many new subscribers. So if you are one of them, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. But if you've been sticking around with me since the beginning, thank you so much for tuning into another one of my videos. Here on my channel, I talk about fragrances, beauty, I do a little luxury unboxings. I am going to start doing some chit chat videos, lifestyle videos, and all of those things. So if that is something that you're into, don't forget to subscribe. Summer is officially here. It is one of my favorite seasons, and today I actually want to go ahead and give you guys my top 6 fragrances that I'll be wearing for this summer. So if you're looking for some new recommendations, some new perfumes to try, this is the video for you. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into my top 6 fragrances for summer 2023. So starting off with the first perfume, I have Jimmy Choo Rose Passion. And here it is. It definitely is giving summer in a bottle. So let's get into the notes of this perfume. So for the top notes, we have frangipani and jasmine. For the middle notes, we have coconut milk and orchid. And then for the base notes, we have vanilla and sandalwood. Now, the name of this Rose Passion is definitely misleading because there's actually no rose in this fragrance. So if you are expecting rose to be in this perfume, there definitely is not. I don't know why they would call it that if it doesn't have rose in it, but yeah, let's just go ahead and get into the details of the scent. I'll be honest, this perfume did take a while to grow on me only because I have to get used to jasmine being in my scents. I am not a huge fan of jasmine notes in my perfumes. There's just something about it that kind of like turns me off a little bit, but if you can get past the jasmine in this fragrance, you will learn to appreciate it as much as I do. Now, if you love jasmine in your perfumes, then you'll have no problem with this perfume. But again, I just wanted to throw that out there if you don't like jasmine notes. But once it dries down, it is just so coconutty. You have that sandalwood, you have that vanilla. It definitely is giving tropical. It reminds me of being on a beach somewhere in a beach hat, sunglasses, beach towel, nice sundress. It reminds me of summer completely. It's just so vibrant. I can definitely see this being a compliment getter. So if you're going to the beach, if you're going on vacation, if you're going to a barbecue, if you want to make a statement, and if you want to smell like summer, this is definitely summer in a bottle. I just love how creamy and smooth it is. It is very gentle. I wouldn't overspray this because it does pack a punch. So it is definitely a bomb. I wouldn't wear too much of it. So if you want to be a little light-handed with this, definitely go ahead and do so because this can choke people out, especially with, again, that jasmine note in it. But it is just a dream. I've learned to love it. I've learned to appreciate it. My husband loves the way it smells on me. And if you're married, you know that your husband's opinion matters because I always want to smell good around him. So anything that he compliments me on, I'm going to be wearing time and time again. And this is one of those that he actually likes on me, and so do I. So I will go ahead and try to link a sample down below. I don't know if they do have samples of this, but if I do find it, I will go ahead and link this in the description box. And as far as Rose Passion, I do believe they sell this at like Macy's, maybe Ulta or something like that, but don't worry, I'll link that in the description box for you. But yeah, there's a reason why I started out with this perfume first, because this is just, like I said, summer in a bottle. It's just very coconutty, it's warm, it's vibrant. So if you are looking for something for the summer and you want something that's summery in a bottle, Rose Passion by Jimmy Choo is definitely that for you. Now for the second fragrance on my list, I actually do not have it in my collection yet. And I say yet because it definitely is going to come into my collection soon, and that is Cassiopea by Tiziana Terenzi. So as you can see, I have the sample, and I believe I got the sample in one of my Nordstrom beauty bags when I bought a perfume. You know, sometimes they give you those freebies. And I'm so glad that I opened this because I am obsessed. Now, I don't know about you, but when I sample perfumes, I know that I love a scent if I finish the sample. And this is one of those where I finished the sample because I could not stop wearing it. It is amazing. Let me go ahead and give you the notes on this perfume. So for the top notes, we have passion fruit, cassis, lemon, and fern. For the middle notes, we have carnation, tea rose, and lily of the valley. And for the base notes, we have tonka bean, musk, and sandalwood. Now, upon smelling this for the first time, it definitely reminded me of Sweet Pea from Bath & Body Works. Now, if you know, you know, Sweet Pea is one of those OG fragrances that a lot of people used to wear in high school, but it reminds me of like an elevated version of that. So think of Sweet Pea, but more like mature, I guess you can say. It is so elevated, it's sweet, it's musky, and I'm just now realizing how much I absolutely love musk notes in my perfume. This is just an elevated fruity scent that I absolutely adore. You get a lot of that passion fruit in the top note, note. You get a lot of that musk, that sandalwood, that tonka bean, so it makes it such a nice, warm, fruity fragrance. Now, the downside of this perfume is that I believe the price is $375, and I personally don't believe that this fragrance is worth that price. But I got you, because they do sell this on Joma Shop, which I am so excited about, because again, if you watch my fragrance haul video, you know I talked about Joma Shop and its legitimacy and how they do sell heavily discounted fragrances on their website, and this is one of them. So it is sold for $141 compared to it being $375, and if I'm going to buy this, I'm buying this on Joma Shop. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I get a little savings on this, because to me it'll make it a lot more worth the money for it, because again, $375 for this fragrance is just not worth it. Do not pay full price for this. Now again, this doesn't mean that the perfume isn't good, because it's bomb and I'm going to add it to my collection. I just don't think that it is worth that price. If you can go ahead and get it on Joma Shop, definitely go ahead and do that, because you will be saving a lot of money in doing so. But this is just a good, fruity, musky, sweet fragrance. And to be honest, I am not one who really likes sweet fragrances like that, but this one is an exception for me, because I just love the way it makes me feel when I'm wearing it. It definitely is giving summer in a bottle. It's just luxurious, and I'm actually going to add this to my collection. So go ahead and sign up for the out of stock alerts on Joma Shop if you haven't already, because once they alert you, it sells out quick. You have to be quick, you have to be on it, you have to have your card in hand when you're ready to buy this, because it is always sold out. So again, go ahead and sign up for their out of stock alerts to get alerted when the perfume is back in stock, because you don't want to miss this fragrance. There is a reason why it's out of stock all the time on this website, because if you can go ahead and get it for this deal, it will be worth it. It is such a great fragrance. Out of all the fragrances I talk about in today's video, I feel like this would be the safest blind buy. I know that perfume is subjective and everyone won't like everything, but for me, this would be the safest blind buy out of all of these perfumes that I talk about today. For me to just only have a sample, it was very long lasting. I can smell it on me all day long, so I can only imagine how it would be when I get the full bottle. So definitely go ahead and pick Cassiopea up if you haven't, and I'll go ahead and see if I can find a sample of it, and I'll link it down below for you guys. Next, I want to talk about a perfume that has been my signature scent for years. This is the first perfume I ever bought, the first perfume in my collection, and that is YSL Mon Paris. So here's the bottle. I love the ribbon on it. I am a big YSL lover, as you guys know if you watch my luxury videos. So I absolutely love this perfume, and as you can see, I have quite the dent in this. So this is definitely one of my favorite fragrances. So getting into the notes of this fragrance, in the top notes we have strawberry, raspberry, pear, orange, and bergamot. For the middle notes, we have peony, jasmine, and orange blossom. And then for the base notes, we have patchouli, white musk, vanilla, cedar, and moss. So let me just say again that I started my perfume collection with YSL Mon Paris. Again, it was my first ever perfume that I bought. My husband would buy this for me time and time again. This is the only perfume I wore for years, and I love it. I mean, again, perfume is subjective, so people either love it or hate it, but this is like one of those starter kit perfumes that you would have in your collection, because you can get it anywhere. You can get this at Macy's, you can get this at Sephora, you can get it at Ulta, so it definitely is very accessible. So if you want to try this perfume after I, give my review on it, definitely is accessible, so go ahead and shop around for this. This is a very fruity floral scent, so you do get a lot of that strawberry, you do get a lot of that pear note that's in there, the bergamot, and when it dries down, I don't really smell too much of patchouli. I'm not a big fan of patchouli personally, and I don't really smell that too much in this, but I definitely do get the vanilla, the cedar, and the white musk. I wouldn't say that this is fruity in the sense of like fruity, it's more of like an elevated, more grown and sexy fruity, if that makes sense. It's not like one of your youthful fruity fragrances. It definitely is mature, it's fresh, it's vibrant. It's definitely something that you can wear to a wedding, if you're going to a summer wedding, if you have a special date night in the summertime. This is one of your fragrances that you will just want to be wearing. Whenever I would wear this out, I would always get compliments all the time. People would always ask me what I'm wearing. It's a pretty common perfume, so some people may know what you're wearing. I'm not too sure how many people have smelled this yet, but this for me had always gotten me compliments whenever I do wear it. And in my case, I cannot spray this too much because it is headache inducing, for me at least. I can't speak for everybody else, but I have to spray this sparingly because it is strong. It is beast mode. This will last on you all day long. So I have to be light-handed when I wear this, but people will definitely smell you. Again, it's fruity, It's floral. It definitely is one of those good starter fragrances, like I said. But again, this is something that is easily accessible. So if you want to walk into Sephora, if you want to walk into like Macy's or Ulta, you can definitely go ahead and test that there. But I do think that this is something that most people would like. Moving on to my next fragrance, it needs no introduction. I talked about this in my last video, and it is Guidance by Amouage. And here's the bottle. I am obsessed with this packaging. It's just so regal. It's so fancy. I love it. I am obsessed, okay? Like, I am obsessed with this fragrance. I have no words because that's how much I love this. I'm so glad that I added this to my collection because I have gotten so many compliments for the first time wearing it. And yeah, let me just go ahead and tell you the notes and I'll dive right into my review on this. For the fragrance notes, we have pear, hazelnut, and olibanum for the top. For the middle notes, we have osmanthus, rose, saffron, and jasmine. And for the base notes, we have sandalwood, vanilla, akigala wood, ambergris, and labdanum. Now, I visited my sister last weekend and I wore this fragrance for the first time and I got 3 compliments on this. So my daughter actually graduated preschool last week and I wore this to her graduation, and a woman came up to me and said, "Oh my gosh, you smell so good. I love your perfume." When I visited my sister that same day, she complimented me on it. And then I got another compliment, and this compliment took me by surprise because again, my daughter graduated from preschool and I sprayed that on, I think I want to say like 9 a.m. At 7 p.m. I got a compliment on it. Now, I didn't spray myself again. Whatever I sprayed that morning is what I wore. And for someone to compliment me at 7 p.m. later that day was surprising to me. She told me, "Wow, you smelled so good. You smell luxurious." Yes, this is a luxurious scent because like I said in my last video, this is one of your it girl fragrances. This is one of your summer fragrances. This is one of your fragrances that you want to wear at a special occasion. If you want to feel like that it girl walking into a room knowing that you smell like $1,000,000, Guidance is that perfume for you. Now again, for me to be complimented on this at 7 p.m. after spraying it at 9 a.m. goes to show that this is a beast mode perfume. You don't need to touch up. The longevity on this is amazing. I cannot rave about this one enough. And I'm going to say it again for the 10th time in this video. Perfume is subjective. Not everybody will like this, but I am obsessed with this. So again, you get a lot of that pear in the top note, which makes it a little fruity, but then as it dries down, you get some of that jammy rose, you have that saffron. But for me, the best part about this perfume is the dry down because you get the creamy vanilla and the sandalwood, and it is just so feminine. Like when I think about myself wearing this fragrance, I think about a nice pink flowy gown, like something that you would wear to a wedding, something that you would wear to a special date night, maybe an event, maybe something regal. Like this perfume is all of that. You want to get all the attention at the event that you're going to this summer. If you want to get all the attention on your vacation, if you want to get all the attention at all, I would say get Guidance. So again, I will link this down below for you guys. It's definitely worth a shot to try out. You know, if you don't like it, that's fine. But I absolutely love this fragrance. I'm going to be wearing this a lot this summer, okay? Not only for the summer, but most likely year round. And I might have to go ahead and get myself a second bottle, especially if I can find a good sale. Speaking of sales, I did go ahead and get some money off on Saks's website. So Saks Fifth Avenue, they always have like, you know, 15% off, or you can get money off when they do have their beauty sales. If you aren't already, go ahead and sign up with your email so you can go ahead and get alerts on their beauty sales because they have them all the time. This is actually my second fragrance that I got from them where I was able to get some money off of my perfume, and it's always worth it to me, especially for a perfume at this price. So if you can get like $50 or $100 off of your perfume, I mean, hey, let's go ahead and sign up and do that. But I think with this, I was able to get about $90 off, which was worth it for me. So again, sign up on Saks. They always have their beauty sales going on, and whenever they do, I take advantage of just getting my perfumes on there if I can. So definitely try this one out if you haven't. It is the most, I mean, I don't know. I just have no words for it. It's something that you have to try for yourself. And again, you either like it or you don't, but I am obsessed. So for the next perfume on my list, this is another perfume that I am obsessed with, and it is Bal D'Afrique by Byredo. Here is the bottle. And as you can see, I am down to my last drop. So that just shows you that I actually do wear this fragrance. It is stunning, and let's just go ahead and get into the notes of this. So for the top notes, we have lemon, blackcurrant, bergamot, and African orange flower. For the middle notes, we have violet and jasmine. And then for the base notes, we have vetiver, musk, amber, and cedar. Now, I absolutely love Bal D'Afrique. I actually have the hand cream, I have the perfume, and then I also have the body lotion. The only thing I'm missing in this collection is the body wash, so that just goes to show how much I absolutely love this fragrance. This is definitely a fresh and clean scent. It starts off very citrusy, but it dries down very, very clean. I wouldn't say laundry clean, but it is very vibrant because of that citrus and that lemon in the top note. But then once it dries down, it is very light, very dainty, very airy. And like I said earlier, I don't like jasmine notes in my scent, but the jasmine in this is definitely not apparent to me. The most that I smell in this is definitely that lemon, the bergamot, which makes it nice and fresh, and then when it dries down, you definitely do get a lot of cedar and musk. So it is one of your dainty, light, fresh, airy scents. So if you're going to the mall this summer, if you're going to like maybe like a barbecue or something light, nothing too fancy, this is one of those fragrances that you can just wear to that event. Maybe if you're hanging out with family for a holiday or for a birthday or something like that, and you don't want something too overpowering, I would say this is definitely your best bet. The only downside I have with this fragrance is that it doesn't last too long, and I wish it did last longer than it does, because I love to smell like this. I love this fresh, clean, crisp scent. It definitely is summer in a bottle, but it just does not last long enough for me. I would say maybe it does last about 4 hours on the skin, maybe about 4 hours on your clothes too. This is not one of those scents that like you can smell on your clothes like maybe the next day or anything like that, so you would have to reapply this. I have the smaller version. They do definitely sell a bigger bottle than this, and I am definitely going to go ahead and invest in a bigger bottle because this lasted me quite a while, because again, I have more fragrances in my collection. I didn't wear it every day, but I want to say this lasted me about a year just for the smaller bottle. So if this is something you want to try and you don't want to get the bigger bottle, this is definitely the smallest that they offer, and I believe it's a great size if you want to start out with this. One of the things I love about Byredo is that you can go ahead and buy their discovery set. So if you want to go ahead and smell their fragrances, if you've never tried them before, the money that you spend on the discovery set can actually be applied to a full bottle. And I know this because I did it. So in the fine print, in the details, when you buy the discovery set, what they do is they give you a coupon via email once you purchase it. And with that coupon, you're able to just go ahead and apply it to anything that you want. So maybe you have another fragrance that you already smelled from Byredo that you want to try, you can go ahead and apply it to that. Or if you smelled something that you liked in the discovery set, you can apply it to that as well. This can be applied to any of their perfumes. So that's a good way to make sure that you're being able to try it while also being able to get a full-size bottle for less money. So yeah, that is Bal D'Afrique by Byredo. And so for my last fragrance, I talked about this one in my last fragrance haul video, and that is Tardes by Carner, Barcelona. Here it is. As you can see, there's quite a little bit of a dent in there because I have been wearing this almost every day. The bottle is definitely sleek and minimal, and I love it. Let's get into the notes. For the top notes, we have almond, Brazilian rosewood, rose, and geranium. For the middle notes, we have plum, cedar, and celery. And then for the base notes, we have heliotrope, tonka bean, and musk. Now, like I said, I've been wearing this almost every day because this is one of your gorgeous everyday scents. Now, if you like almond and musk scents, this would be for you. This is a perfume that I am obsessed with. I can see myself wearing this to the mall, to Trader Joe's, to Whole Foods, something casual. I see myself wearing this at a barbecue if I'm going to visit family. This is something that I feel like is a great crowd pleaser. Now, when I did visit my sister, like I said last weekend, I did bring over some perfumes for her to smell, and one of our family friends was there, and even he loved it. And he loved it so much to the point that he is actually going to buy this for himself. This is actually a great unisex scent. He loved it, and so did my sister. And so for them to both like it, I want to go ahead and say that this is definitely a crowd pleaser. Now, like I said in my last video, this definitely does remind me of the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream by Sol de Janeiro. It is not a dupe, they're more like cousins. So it is very almondy like the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. The only difference between the two that don't make them dupes is that this doesn't have any vanilla in it, so it's not as sweet, but it is very musky. I wouldn't say that this is not sweet at all. It's just not a gourmand sweet, if that makes sense. Like if you smelled the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream, it's more gourmand, and this isn't. It's definitely way more muskier. So I would go on a whim to say if you like the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream, you may like this because again, they do smell similar to me. Outside of that, this is definitely a fresh, vibrant linen scent. Again, not a laundry, bubbly, dryer sheet kind of smell, but it definitely is just fresh. It's airy, it's elegant on its own, it's not doing too much. I do believe that this is definitely a compliment getter for sure, and I find myself reaching for this every time. It's actually my scent of the day. Like when I have nothing else to wear, this is easily reachable. I actually saw another YouTuber talk about this fragrance, and she mentioned how this is in her top 5 for life So I can see that. I can see myself definitely getting this again after I am done with this, because I need an everyday fragrance, something that I can just throw on if I don't want to smell too regal or if I'm not wanting to do too much. This is definitely one of those scents that you can just throw on. It's again almondy, it's musky, it's fresh, it's vibrant, it's not offensive. You can wear this at the grocery store and no one will be offended by it. You can be wearing this in an elevator and no one will be offended by it. It is just one of those fragrances that I believe is really slept on. I don't really hear a lot of people talking about this, but I would go ahead and sample this if you can. I believe I got my sample on Twisted Lily or Lucky Scent. I believe it's Twisted Lily, but I will go ahead and link that down below. Last time I checked, it was sold out, which says a lot because a lot of people are trying to try this fragrance. So if you can get your hands on a sample to try it, go ahead and do so. And if you try it, let me know what you think. And that is it for the top 6 fragrances that I'll be wearing this summer. If you haven't tried these and you want to try them, again, everything will be listed down below. Definitely go ahead and let me know what fragrances you guys will be wearing this summer, because like I said before, I'm always looking to add new perfumes to my collection because I just love perfumes. So go ahead and let me know what you guys are going to be wearing. Any recommendations that you want to give other subscribers, go ahead and throw that in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I definitely will be coming back with some more videos. So like I said before, I do a lot of fragrance videos, beauty, skincare. I'll be talking a little bit about makeup. I do some luxury unboxing, and I will be doing some chit chat videos, some lifestyle videos. So that way you guys can get to know me for who I am and we can just vibe, you know, things like that. So thank you again for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.